Tackling difficult subject matter requires a certain balancing of tone, and with their directing debut, Sorry Baby, Eva Victor manages to explore this sort of story with a surprising amount of humor. Although rather than going for something uproarious, the comedy comes more from quieter moments and conversations between characters. When it goes into dramatic territory, the film also works, and there's a genuine sensitivity and sympathy for what Agnes has gone through. You truly get to know this character and the people in their life, and the sense of realism further elevates the story being told here. Victor opts for an unflashy approach to their direction, fitting the sense of story being depicted. Their scenes with Naomi Ackie as Agnes's best friend are especially good as we see the connection, support, and bond they have. It's completely believable these two have known each other for a while, and their conversations together are nicely written and performed. The film properly establishes their relationships with other people, with one with a rival aspiring professor providing quite a few amusing interactions. There are some great scenes involving a cat, with a moment in a grocery store standing out. The humor relies more on these soft, quiet scenes, and they work well. When something terrible happens to Agnes, Victor handles the tonal shifts. The scene where it happens is particularly well directed, not spoon-feeding the audience, and instead just letting the editing tell us what we need to. And when balancing it with humor, like at a doctor's office, it is done impressively well, and without taking away the seriousness of the situation. Agnes is just dealing with it in their own way and trying the best they can. While this is essentially the plot, the script is mainly structured through a series of little episodes and interactions. One of the best is a scene Victor shares with John Carroll Lynch as a sympathetic sandwich shop owner. In just a few minutes of screen time, we find out so much about him, and it's an example of what makes Lynch such a dependable character actor. A jury selection scene also stands out, again telling so much about how Agnes is feeling about this ordeal through their words and interactions with others. Victor shares some solid scenes opposite Lucas Hedges as a neighbor, with both actors capturing the sputtering and awkwardness as they try to talk to each other about what's on their mind. There's such an understanding for how to approach these characters. Sorry Baby serves as a strong debut for Eva Victor, with them knowing exactly how to approach a story with this subject matter. It's mainly reliant on quiet, realistic scenes that know how to address what Agnes goes through with the right amount of sensitivity. That she manages to implement a sense of humor, albeit a more subtle kind, is a particularly impressive balancing act. There are even moments when one is unsure of whether it's appropriate to laugh given everything surrounding those scenes and what the characters are talking about. Watching Sorry Baby definitely makes one curious to see what this new filmmaker decides to give us next.